But, when it comes to actually doing something substantive, and I think John McCain might be the best example of the psychopathic behavior. So at that in 2010, 2011, I was, still in DC. I was in a lot of different events, and I was getting invited to things because I had made contacts. A person I worked with used to work at the Nixon Center, and John Kyle was retiring. John Kyle, the senator from Arizona or New Mexico? Shoot, I can't remember.
Arizona. If it's
Arizona, yeah,
McCain,
Arizona.
yeah.
Yeah, because McCain gives the keynote at that thing. And anyway, it's at like some hotel in DC, and I had to run a tuxedo, and that's $175 I'll never get back, that kind of bullshit. And I'm upset, and because like I actually had to sit next to Douglas Feith. If people don't remember Douglas Feith was the number 3 person at the Department of Defense under Don Rumsfeld. He was the Undersecretary of Defense for policy, so the number 3 guy at the Pentagon. And I had to sit next to him. His wife was in between us. But I don't know if I'm more upset. I'm upset that I didn't physically attack him. I guess I'm also proud I didn't do that. I had that restraint. But it bothers me that I didn't do something at that point because the man deserves it. But anyway, when I'm leaving this hotel and going up the escalator, John McCain and one of his staffers is in front of me. And this is the spring of 2011. As the war in Libya has begun, NATO is inching forward to being involved. Certainly, there are those in the Obama administration jumping up and down to be involved. The Hillary Clintons, the Sam Powers, the Susan Rices, et cetera. And I can hear this conversation because I'm 4 feet away from him, 5 feet away from McCain and his staffer. And his staffer is giving him updates on Libya. And I swear to God, McCain says, we have to start bombing. We have to start bombing. This is all good news. This will help us start bombing. I mean, just in a way that he is just committed, just like as if you're a carpenter and you're waiting for a shipment of wood or nails or hammers to come in. Like, we need this, we need this, we need this to get going. Like, that's how McCain was talking about it, an absolute psychopath. And I think we have to accept that and understand that, many of the men and women in power are those kinds of people. And then many of them others are politicians. And in the structure, again, like what I was sharing about Jones, like what Jones shared with me, the fear within the parties to be punished if you go against the leadership. Right? So if you don't do what Pelosi says, you don't do what Boehner or McCarthy says, you don't do what McConnell says, Schumer says, you're going to be punished. And that's a very real fear, and that extends, across all spectrums and issues, not just the military and wars. As